Hey everyone, today is the day we talk about Demon Hunter PvP build Season 5. Let's go. In this video, I will be covering your skills, items, gems, your charm, Paragon tree, combat rating and magic affixes, optimal skill rotation, and finally we'll end with a clip review and general strategy. For your set items, I run 6-piece Grace, prioritizing damage taken from players, damage done to players, block chance, execute damage. Magic affixes are very important, as well as the additional sockets. Having 3 sockets on your neck, your gloves, your belt, and your boots are super important. Although I don't have very good luck with getting a 3-socket item. For your main items, Balance Ingenuity is critical for the extra swing. Heart of Vengeance because of its reduced cooldown to Vengeance. Stampede Shoulders because of the zoning ability down a lane, as well as pushing players off an idol, is super critical in PvP. Cost Unrelenting Fury because it launches rockets that auto-seek targets. This is very useful for a target that's out of range of your crossbow shot, but not out of range of rocket damage. Flame Spite because of the dot damage, as well as multi-shot cooldown. And the Hungerer because of piercing shot, as well as crossbow shot damage increase. For Reforge bonuses, I recommend stacking primary attack damage, block chance, and attack speed on all 6 pieces, and skipping family bonuses altogether. During my testing, I couldn't find one that worked really well because they had low proc rates, they had low shields, they did low damage. It just wasn't worth sacrificing magic affixes in order to get a family bonus that may or may not work very well. For your Ancestral property, I'm using the shield that prevents damage in the last 6 seconds that are triggered by the following invocation abilities. Dealing damage, as well as your primary attack damage, has 2.5% chance. Defeating an enemy has a 25% chance. The property that I want the most on gear, which I have not gotten, is anytime you use a dash ability, you can trigger your Ancestral property. I think using the dash ability is when I need the shield the most, and I think stacking that invocation is going to yield the best results. So if you were lucky enough to get dash invocation on all your pieces, you are very lucky. And please let a comment down below, let me know how it works, because I'm interested to either see or hear how it is working out. For your gems, you want a mix of life, damage, resistance, potency, armor, and armor pen. Try to gem consistently across the board instead of stacking one stat primarily. If you go all damage with tourmalines and armor penetration, you'll die in one hit. Demon Hunters have a very difficult time surviving any type of damage, so spreading out your stats and your secondary attributes through gems, in my opinion, is important. For legendary gems, keep in mind that all the effects and bonuses are nerfed 66% in PvP. For your first slot, I recommend Bottle of Hope. This will increase the damage done by 8% in PvP. Number 2, I recommend Blood-Soaked Jade. It'll buff all damage by up to 8%. Echoing Shade, because the clone damage does as much damage as your crossbow shot does normally. It can also crit, as well as confuse enemies, and any damage that your shades can pull off of you will help your survivability. Next gem, I recommend Seeping Bile for the dot damage. Potency also increases the duration of this dot damage, so stacking potency is really important. The next gem I recommend is Chip of Stone Flesh. Not for the effect because of the lost control, but simply because of the gem resonance ability, because it's the only gem that has block chance and attack speed. And lastly, for your defensive gem, I recommend Frozen Heart, because it grants a shield that absorbs enemy damage, as well as issues a chill effect. This chill effect can throw off Monk, Barb, and Necro timing, allowing you to survive where you might not have survived. The other benefit of Frozen Heart is while Frigid Shield is active, it grants our attacks a chance to chill enemies. This is all around just a good defensive gem, as well as the defensive abilities of block chance, damage taken, as well as damage taken. Like, just the defensive abilities on this are really good. For your charm, I run multi-shot, vengeance, rain of vengeance, daring swing, and crossbow shot. Pretty standard there. For your paragon, For Vanquisher, I take armor penetration and damage, and currently working on life. In Treasure Hunter, damage and armor penetration. Gladiator, damage, the life nodes, armor, as well as rapid recovery to reduce your uncontrollable. Mastermind, damage, and armor. For skill rotation and cooldown usage, there really is no rotation per se. There's just a general rule of when to use cooldowns. When you're at distance with this build, you want to use your multi-shot to dot them with Flame Spite as well as Seeping Bile. You want to zone off areas and lanes or push off players using Rain of Vengeance. And then when you want to engage and do damage, you want to pop Vengeance. Your escape ability is going to be Daring Swing. Finally, let's see what this looks like in action. Most important thing when you do PvP is to pay attention to the minimap. Do not tunnel on the targets on your screen. You need to pay attention to your minimap. That will tell you who to engage and when to disengage. When you're on defense, you want to get as many cooldowns as you can. Your deaths don't really matter. Here I'm looking at the minimap and I see an opportunity to help my teammates. That was pretty fast. Let's slow it down and see it again. I open with multi-shot. Notice a person pushing in, so I pop Rain of Vengeance to do zoning, as well as preventing the barb from pushing me. I get the barb's cheat death. I swap to the Demon Hunter. Get the cheat death, switch back to the barb, push the Demon Hunter, kill the Demon Hunter, and the barb dies in the process for my teammate. Okay, let's slow that down and see it again. Here I notice everyone distracted, so I pop Vengeance. Move to hit both of them at the same time. I notice the Demon Hunter go into Smokescreen, so I push him. I shoot him in the back. I get the one target. I get a cheat death from another. Unfortunately, I get knocked back on my Vengeance here. I go to chase, and he gets away, unfortunately. Had my Vengeance not get cancelled by the knockback, that Demon Hunter would have died for sure. Let's see that again in slow motion. Playing max range, I multi-shot. I look for an opportunity to push in. I see them all lined up. I pop Vengeance. I pop Wolves. I move to make sure I can hit all 3 targets. I get one. I push in. I get another one. I keep pushing. Hyper doesn't have cheat death because I got it in the fight before. I push him and he's dead. It's Shotzi here. CD. Hyper CD as well. Swung his arrows, which is good. Talk about what just happened there and break down that fight. In this fight, I pop multi-shot. I notice Shotzi overextended. He goes to get away. I push him because I know he's low. I get cheat death. I Wolves to zone everyone off from chasing me. I get Hyper CD. I kill Shotzi. I swing his multi-shot arrows and he dies in my dot damage. Let's go back to the other side and help again. This guy's really deep. We can ignore him. We got a lot of teammates there. We have 2 on the point, 1 healing in the back. Wait for the crystal. Mark my frozen heart. Not good. Okay, Necro dies. Necro should die. Yep, there we go. Waiting on my wolves and my vengeance, and then we'll push it on the point again. Have everything available. There's a bunch of people here, so let's push up. Death gone. He's probably gonna chase. I would. She's dead. Nothing too notable about that fight. I just want to make a quick comment. The power of the Grace build allows you to use wolves and multi-shot from max range while doing a ton of damage to enemy players while being completely off screen. Alright, this side needs help. There's a lot of people here. Alright, gotta wait for Shotzi's vengeance. We gotta cheat death. We gotta watch for the monk, and we can back up here and heal. The monk cheat death. Here I swing in behind the monk because I know he's going to want to retreat to his team. The other choice he has is to push in my team, but I want to ensure that we get the kill here. Oh, I just got... and that's not good. Here I'm in trouble, so I retreat back to my team. That way I don't die. Let's push up. Should be able to get shots to here. Dead. Tiny's pushing. Wolves him off just in case. And we win. GG. And if you prefer to run the Smokescreen build, I recommend running Force Peace Urge to extend the duration of Smokescreen as well as your Vengeance, with the additional 30% increase attack speed. 2-piece Shal'baas for the 15% increase to your primary attack damage. You want to run the Scatter Mask Helm for the Fear, the Knockback Shoulders for your multi-shot, and Breath Winner for the slow on your multi-shot. Lastly, you want to run Jane's Silent Retribution for the critical hit chance during Smokescreen, and the rest of the gear is the same: Heart of Vengeance, Hunger. The rotation for Smokescreen Urge build is as follows. You open with Smokescreen, you push in behind them, you shoot them, multi-shot them back, pop your Vengeance, DPS get cooldowns, and then back out. In that order. Now let's see this in action by doing some VOD reviews. Before we get started, it is important to note that the playstyle between the two builds are very, very different. Whereas Grace, it's a max range dot damage build and you push in with Vengeance. Smokescreen Urge build, you push in with Smokescreen, get in their faces, pop your cooldowns, and then retreat. Open with Smokescreen, push in, pop multi-shot to get uncontrollable cooldown, pop your Fear. I notice he's low, chase, and I kill him. This is pretty simple. Pop Smokescreen, push in. I notice there's a barb, so I don't want to engage. I fall back, multi-shot the wizard, push in, pop my Fear, kill him. Back up, run to my team. Pop Smokescreen, push in, multi-shot to get uncontrollable, Fear, the bar pushes in, I realize I'm in trouble, so I swing away. I pop Smokescreen for cover, multi-shot so he doesn't chase, back up and heal. Here I'm just waiting for my team because I don't want to push in by myself. My teammates here. I pop Smokescreen. I push in. Multi-shot to get uncontrollable. And a huge fear. Get cooldowns. Back up. Smokescreen recover. And I heal. Here I notice the other side needs help, so I go over to assist. Push in with Smokescreen. I pop multi-shot to get uncontrollable. Hit my fear. I notice a guy running because he's low. I chase. I kill him. I back up to heal. And I also get a kill from my bioproc off screen. Here I see an opportunity to help my teammate. I open with Smokescreen and run past. Pop multi-shot to get their uncontrollables. Pop my fear. Do as much damage as I can during the fear. I swing to mitigate damage here. Pop my Smokescreen for cover. Multi-shot and I swing away. Pro tip. Pop Smokescreen prior to bandaging to speed up your healing. And that's going to do it for this video. I hope you all really enjoyed watching it. It was super fun to make this content for everyone. Huge shout out to all my supporters and viewers. I go live every single day on Twitch at twitch.tv/KeysLOL. Hope to see you there. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe here on YouTube. Until next time, goodbye.